tryna. Yes on yes on yes on yes. Say less. Say less. You ain't got, you ain't go. Say less. Say less. Say less. You ain't got, you ain't go. Say less.
I come here today to talk about how I feel, and I feel like that we are treated differently than other people, and I don't like how we're treated, and just because.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. The Cardinals continue to move through the season and want to find a way to secure win number 3 on the year. It's the Seahawks going up against the Cardinals.
Thank you, Larry. It hosted Super Bowls 42 and 49. And it's University of Phoenix Stadium. That's where we're at in Glendale, Arizona. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel. And the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Seattle Seahawks. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. First down is Kaepernick. And incomplete to open things up. The intended target, Doug Baldwin. That'll bring up second down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Let's go! Kaepernick will try again on second down. And the grab made by Doug Baldwin. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola. And then, of course, to Stanford. And, boy, he's been good. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Back to the ground on first. Again, it's Rawls. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, that run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
3 yards to go here on second down.
Here we go.
This is their fullback. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Here we go.
They run with a power back. Rawls. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Come on, let's go.
Here we go with Rawls. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. Thomas Rawls unable to push his way forward for the first. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And look out, a big hit to the shoulder pads took him right off his feet. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Now Palmer to throw on 2nd down. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Now Palmer on 3rd and long. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. Coming in carrying the losing streak, not the start that they were looking for. 3 and out on the opening drive.
So now everyone's looking at each other. And what I mean by that is, who's going to make the right play? Who's going to get us out of the doldrums? Who's going to get us out of this funk that they're in right now? They've got to find someone who will make a play, create a play, and get their confidence moving in the right direction.
And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. On 2nd down, here's Kaepernick. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Baldwin. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. First down, this is Rawls. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working. I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off. Time running out here on the play clock. Now Kaepernick throwing on 2nd down. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. Third down, here's Rawls. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They set up the screen to Rawls. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Richardson. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Back to the ground attack. It's Rawls. And he cuts it out right sidelines. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Thomas Rawls with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
That's fielded in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and out. And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. They go play action here on first down. He's going deep for Brown. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. To throw again. Palmer. And that's going to be incomplete. Johnson the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. Here's Andy Lee now as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is away, and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. And out now come the Seahawks. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
To throw, Kaepernick. It's caught outright by Graham. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Let's go.
On second down, Rawls. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They go again with Rawls. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. He couldn't get the edge there. It wasn't sealed, so maybe not all on the guy running the football all the time on those tosses and the pitches that go to the outside.
No, not at all. I would agree with that totally, because sometimes the defensive guys, they win the edge battle. And when they do that, there's no place for the running back to go, and especially for offensive linemen trying to get out ahead. With their footwork and speed, it was negligible on that play. No gain at all for the offense.
Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. It's Kaepernick. Baldwin with it over the middle. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, Johnson. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. So troubles here offensively. I tell you, the noise in this dome, that has got to make it harder for these guys to hear.
Sometimes I find myself shouting up here. But you're right. If you can't communicate well or get off the snap count properly, it can cause big problems, and this qualifies as a big problem.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
The drive begins with a run by Rawls. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Let's go.
They stay on the ground. Rolls again. Room to run past midfield. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Fresh set of downs here. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. More from the desert after this.
Here we go.
Now Kaepernick operating on the bootleg. Sliding out of the pocket. He finds his running back, Rawls. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They'll hand to Rawls. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Kaepernick to throw on 2nd down. Flushed out right. And he's got some space here. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The Seahawks on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Buying time to his left. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. Into the red zone now. Kaepernick drops it underneath for Rawls. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Rawls. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Thomas Rawls as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And that will make this a 16-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Fights loose. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will get out of bounds. No worries there, though. That still goes as a touchback. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And they start the second half with Johnson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Again, it's Johnson. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the shotgun, it's Palmer. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Shedd. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. Eluding the pressure right. And avoids the contact by sliding. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Throwing now is Kaepernick. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Red zone opportunity. Again, Rawls. He's been busy tonight. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
From the 2-yard line now, it's 1st and goal. Now a play fake here on 1st down. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here, back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And this offense on third down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. On the ground, rolls. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Thomas rolls. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much. As he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Play action. It's Palmer. And Gresham has it left side. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
Off the play fake. Here's Palmer. And his throw is incomplete. The tight end, Jermaine Gresham, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Throwing on 3rd and long. Palmer, and incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Here's Andy Lee now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now it's Lockett. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And running with power here. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line.
Well, surprise, surprise, partner. No, we know it's not a surprise. When you try to complete a pass against this Cardinals defense, there's a reason that they are known as the no-fly zone.
So after the interception, here's Palmer. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. On second down, Palmer throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, James Hanna, and that takes us from second to third down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
On third and goal, Palmer. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on fourth and goal. On to try the field goal now, Phil Dawson. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And the 42-year-old veteran's kick is up and good. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the fourth and final quarter. Here's Dawson now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
A running play for Rawls. A big run that time by Rawls. 59 yards on the ground.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Here comes the D swarming to the line. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Here we go on 1st and 15. Following the penalty, it's Rawls. Space to run past the 20. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
The end result was brute force on brute force. But think about everything that's going on if you're playing defensive tackle. You're dealing with at least one blocker across from you, trying to deal with him, shed him, and maybe even a second one before you have to try and make the tackle on the big guy.
2nd and goal as the offense looks to try. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. C.J. Procise, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And that stretches the lead to 27. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Cut in left. Cut in left. Stop. 4 down. Left 80.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. They run again with Logan. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
And down he'll go at the 25. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Returnable for Lockett. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. As Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. There goes Thomas Rawls. The 30, the 20, 10. A big run that time by Rawls. 77 yards. Big run here in the 4th as they continue to wear down this defense.
And that's when the offensive line coach clicks onto the headset and says, head coach, offense coordinator, let my guys fire out and hit people. We're wearing them down. Let's finish them off with the running game.
Shift together here from the D-line. They'll run it. This is Procise. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. C.J. Procise with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Seahawks are running away with this one. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up. And that'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Mike Bennett in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. Play action. Now Palmer. being chased out left. And the pressure gets to him again. Nazir Jones in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. Palmer gets him set, 3rd and long for the Cardinals after the sack. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Palmer gets him set, 3rd and long for the Cardinals after the sack. From the gun, it's Palmer. It's caught, Nelson. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. And now a first down following that long gain. Out of the gun, Palmer. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And it's a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And some space here. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. And maybe that's the perils of being a rookie running back in the NFL. I mean, look, it's not easy to hold on to the ball at any level with these talented guys. But in this league, you can learn a lesson early. Without a doubt, and what a tough reminder for any running back, especially a rookie. The things you got away with in college probably won't work so well in the NFL. Following the fumble recovery, it's Palmer. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Michael Bannon, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Palmer gets him set, 3rd and long for the Cardinals after the sack. Now it's Palmer. He's going to let it fly. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good. Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big-time accomplishment, and to do it this convincingly, that just tears up the script that every home team has, which is nobody comes into our house and pushes us around. They took care of business today. Yeah, they pushed around, and now the final stages of this one. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Kaepernick looking to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Richardson. And now running right through him. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. And that one results in 35 yards. As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team. Now a toss. This is Rawls. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 12 more yards there and another first down. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football, and this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well. And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs each week for their favorite. There goes Thomas Rawls. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
It's up and good, and they add one more to what will wind up a fairly lopsided victory. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Seahawks, they pick up win number 7 on the year. And they'll get the weekend off now as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for Arizona, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night, everybody.
Montana.
You know, I'm like, yeah, nice P, you know?
What up, Pink?
Man.
La música de Harry Fraud.
When I pull up, they notice me. Come and talk to me like Jodeci. But don't you be too close to me. Them goons you see, let it go for me. I bring them things, I bring them things. I call them, bring them things. Mucho, I bring them things. Looking so expensive, rings and things.